Hey David, I'm just curious, what impressed you most about your team's response tonight, especially, the way they showed their resilience in the third period?
Yeah, I was impressed with the first after such a tough start for us, getting down 2-0 and really playing the way we were, and to really kind of gain a little bit of momentum in the first period to kind of stop the bleeding. Phil gets a big goal, which kind of gave us a little bit of hope when it didn't look like we had a lot when the game started, and just building on it. I thought even in the second we were doing a lot of good things. That power play they had in the second where Shesty came up big really was key because I thought we were doing some good things. We're generating a lot offensively. We've got to continue to have a shooting mentality. It's really killing us against teams like that and everybody in general. We got to get more pucks to the net. But I thought that third period down 2-1 and come out the way we did and get more pucks to the net and just play with the tenacity that we did and the mental toughness that we did certainly is a great sign for us.
Do you have a theory of why you give Washington so much trouble?
No, I don't have a theory on why that happens. We seem to, when we play the really good teams, I think that there's an awful lot of respect from our end for that team. They've got a lot of talent. They're well coached. And, we know that if we're not on our A game, it could get ugly. And for some reason, I just think we continue to play well against them. Our goalie was big tonight. Let's not overlook that. But I thought as the game went on, we got better and better.
David, you just touched on it. I want to ask you about the goalie because during, the first two periods when you guys weren't generating a lot of offense, he really stood on his head. I mean, what can you tell us about what impressed you the most about his performance tonight?
Well, just how calm he is and how controlled he is, how much confidence he has, how much confidence our team has in him. Certainly gives you a little bit of a leg up. And listen, at this level, at any level, you need good goaltending. I don't care what type of team you have, you need good goaltending. And we certainly got more than good goaltending tonight.
David, following up on Michelle's question a little bit, would you like the game to begin in the third period? Because if you look at your last two games, 8 goals in the last two games in the third period, you seem to rally late. So how do you juxtapose your efforts into the first and second period?
Yeah, that's a great question, Bruce. And it's funny because early on in the season, we weren't having that type of success in the third period. So the tables have turned just a little bit. We've just got to do a little bit better job of being ready when the puck drops. The last two games, that hasn't been the case. We just got to be a little bit ready to go for 60 minutes. And I think our guys realize that. But listen, it's a 60-minute game. At the end of the day, when the game ends, you're going to have some tough stretches in the game, without question, and you've got to manage it, you got to minimize it. And again, I was proud of the way the first period changed because we got off to such a tough start. And it's not easy to turn the tide within a period. I thought we did a good job of that. And then obviously, 2 great third periods the last 2 nights.
David, how huge was Heedle's goal for your bench to kind of get guys pumped up? And then also it looked like you shuffled the lines a little bit in that second period and then kind of came back to what you started with. So can you just talk me through that a little bit?
Yeah, just try to change things up just a little bit. It wasn't something I planned on doing for a long time unless things started really clicking for us. But I just thought we were a little bit stale, even though we were spending some time in the offensive zone. I thought we were a little bit stale. So try to change it up just a little bit. And then, when the third period started, we addressed a few things in between the second and third and wanted to get back to the lines that we had because we think when we're doing the things we need to do, those are the lines that give us the best chance to win.
David, what have you seen from Kakko as of late on that line with Panarin and Strome? How has he complemented the other two's strengths?
Yeah, he's doing a lot of good things, boy. He's really grown up in a short period of time. I think he got run pretty hard by Hathaway, and just to shake it off and continue to play the way he did, going to the net more. I mean, he was a key component in 2 goals, obviously his goal, but I think the next one, when he went to the net and drew a defender with him, created some space, and we get the Fox goal. Those are 2 big plays by him in key times, and it's a lot of fun watching a guy grow the way he is.
David, I wanted to follow up on that because we hear so much about, and Kakko maybe does have opportunities to shoot the puck where he doesn't shoot the puck, but the goal he scores tonight and the play you just referenced too, when he's playing with those 2 guys, isn't that maybe the best thing for him? Just go to the net with your stick down?
Yes, it is. Sounds simple, doesn't it? But it's hard to do consistently because these guys, and not just our team, I mean, players at this level, there's an awful lot of things because they're talented. They try to do a little bit too much from time to time. But, at this level, the simple things really are the things that are going to be the foundation of creating offense. And when we do those simple things, our talent takes over, and we're a lot more productive offensively.
Hey, Coach, getting back to the third period, in this unique schedule, you have that tough loss Sunday, but you mount that, comeback.
Right.
How much of that is a carryover when in a 2-1 game going into the third, knowing what you're able to accomplish that you just did it 2 days ago?
Yeah, it's certainly nice to, draw from that experience where, we know we can be a good third period team and score goals. And, we did it again tonight. Anytime you can, turn the clock back and, draw from an experience, especially something that happened so recently, it gives you more confidence to do it. And I think our guys had that in the back of their minds.
Coach, Adam Fox scored the winning goal tonight. He was the player of the week in the league last week. Just your thoughts on him at this stage of his career?
Well, a lot of things have been said about him, and rightly so. But this guy's an elite player in this league, and I thought he was last year. I know people were talking an awful lot about Makar and Hughes and guys like that, but this guy's special, and not only the way he creates offense, but I think an underrated part of his game, and I know I've said this a lot, is how he defends and how he competes and how hockey tough he is. And he's a huge piece of the puzzle here, and he's a guy that he's a great competitor, and I think that's something that maybe doesn't get talked about enough.